Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever stopped to wonder, what if Jesus Christ was born today? Not 2,000 years ago in ancient Bethlehem, but right now in our world of smartphones, social media, breaking news, and global conflict. It's a pretty mind-bending thought, right? Would anyone even believe him? Would he be followed by millions or instantly canceled? Would his miracles be trending hashtags or just dismissed as some kind of digital illusion, deepfakes, or CGI trickery? In this video, we're diving deep into one of the most profound what-ifs imaginable. We're going to explore what it would look like if the Son of God stepped into our modern world. Would humanity finally recognize him, embrace his message of love and truth? Or would we once again tragically reject him? Imagine this. It's a cold December night, but not in a stable. Instead, it's somewhere in a bustling modern city, maybe Nairobi, New York, or even present-day Jerusalem. Hospitals hum with sterile lights, security cameras watch every angle. In a quiet maternity ward, a young woman gives birth to a baby boy. No angels appear in the sky above, no shepherds gather. But a nurse, holding the newborn, feels a profound, unexplainable peace, something that stills her heart in the midst of all the chaos. This child would grow up in a world saturated with algorithms, environmental pollution, and an overwhelming flood of information. There are no ancient scrolls or prophets on dusty roads here. Instead, there are glowing screens, constant notifications, and endless digital noise. Yet the core message this child would one day bring remains timeless. Love your enemies, forgive those who wrong you. Seek the truth above all else. But in a time when the very concept of truth is constantly questioned and debated, would anyone truly listen? Now, fast forward about 30 years. The man walks through crowded modern city streets, not ancient villages. He wears simple, everyday clothes, not robes. He doesn't carry a staff or have a visible entourage. He just has a phone. He starts speaking, not in synagogues, but online. His short videos, sharing profound insights on forgiveness and compassion, begin to go viral. Millions share his words, finding them deeply resonant, while others mock and dismiss them. Some call him the most peaceful influencer alive, praising his calm demeanor and impactful messages. Others, however, accuse him of manipulating faith for fame, questioning his intentions. In our deeply divided era, his simple message, "Love your neighbor," becomes radical, revolutionary even. He isn't building physical temples. He's building genuine connections, reaching people through screens and hearts. But in the eyes of the powerful, those connections, that unity, that independent thought, well, they can be seen as dangerous. In a world obsessed with control, a man teaching people to forgive, to reject greed, and to question corruption is undeniably a threat. Governments begin to watch him closely, tracking his movements and his online presence. News networks endlessly debate his motives. Is he a prophet or just a sophisticated hoax, they ask? Is he a symbol of peace or a dangerous political disruptor? Even established religious institutions become deeply divided. Some clergy hail him as the return of Christ, a beacon of hope for humanity. Others denounce him as blasphemous, accusing him of exploiting sacred symbols for personal gain. AI tools are deployed to analyze his face, to dissect his voice. Scientists might even attempt to study his DNA, searching for answers. Theologians debate his every word on live television, trying to fit him into their existing frameworks. Our modern world, armed with endless data and often blinded by pride, struggles desperately to explain anything it doesn't immediately understand or can't categorize. Then, something truly unexplainable begins to happen. A child, critically ill, is miraculously healed after a brief encounter with him. A man born blind claims he can suddenly see the world in vibrant color. A violent storm calms the very moment he speaks a prayer. It's all caught on camera, of course, instantly trending across every platform. Hashtags like Modern Messiah and The Man Who Heals explode online. But within hours, a torrent of skeptics floods the internet. "It's a deep fake," they cry. "Pure CGI trickery. Just another viral illusion." The very miracles that once inspired faith now only fuel suspicion and doubt. People demand irrefutable scientific proof, not just a transformative presence. And yet, hearts continue to change. A woman on the brink of despair watches one of his videos and finds the strength to choose life. A hardened criminal, touched by his words, turns himself in to the authorities. A billionaire, moved by his message, donates everything he owns to the poor and needy. Even amidst all the digital noise and overwhelming doubt, the profound power of his words manages to pierce through the digital fog, reaching deep into human souls. But where there is profound truth, unfortunately, betrayal often follows. Among his rapidly growing followers, there's one man, intelligent, ambitious, and increasingly disillusioned. He deeply loves the cause, but struggles with the humility that seems to define its leader. He sees immense potential for power, where Jesus sees only selfless purpose. He begins to doubt, how can a man who refuses fame and earthly power truly save the world? How can a message of peace possibly defeat the harsh realities of politics and conflict? Soon enough, he sells him out, not for ancient silver coins, but for a lucrative media exclusive, a secret recording. The modern Judas trades a chance at eternity for fleeting relevance and a moment in the spotlight. It happens one night during a live-stream sermon. Armed police suddenly break in. The screen goes black. Within minutes, hashtags flood the internet. They arrested him. Justice for the prophet. He is swiftly taken to trial, but not before ancient priests or soldiers. This time, it's before politicians, eager journalists, and the overwhelming court of public opinion. The world that so loudly demanded truth now seems utterly incapable of handling it. Every news network, every podcast, every social media feed debates, is this man divine or just delusional? And just like 2,000 years ago, the crowd cries out, not for mercy, not for understanding, but for silence. In ancient times, Rome used the cross as its ultimate tool of punishment and suppression. Today, the world often uses cancellation. Instead of brutal nails, there are relentless, damning headlines. Instead of a crown of thorns, there are comment sections filled with vitriol and hate. He is crucified, not on a physical hill, but on every screen across the planet. His face becomes a meme. His words are twisted into mockery, and humanity, once again, tragically turns its back on the one who came only to love it. But then, something truly strange happens. 3 days later, his accounts, which were deleted, banned, and erased, suddenly reactivate. Not by hackers, not by his team. A single profound message appears simultaneously on every platform. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Billions see the message. Some believe it instantly, their hearts overflowing with wonder. Some panic, overwhelmed by the impossibility. Others dismiss it as yet more fake news, a new elaborate digital hoax. But in small, scattered corners of the world, something begins to quietly change. People start forgiving again, reaching out to those who wronged them. Neighbors begin to genuinely care for one another. The poor are fed, not by government programs, but by communities rallying together. Hope, once seemingly lost, slowly returns. And that's when we realize, if Jesus were born today, his message would still be precisely the same. Technology would undoubtedly amplify it, spreading it further and faster than ever before. But humanity would still face the exact same eternal choice. Because it was never truly about the specific time, the prevailing culture, or the available technology. It was always, fundamentally, about the human heart. So, what if Jesus was born in our time? Maybe he already is. In every small act of kindness we extend, in every moment of truth we bravely speak, in every soul that consciously chooses love over hate. The timeless message of Christ doesn't actually depend on the century we live in. It depends entirely on the listener. Would we recognize him today, or would we once again crucify him? If this message made you think, truly made you reflect, please, don't just scroll away. Take a moment, like this video, to help spread a little light in what can sometimes feel like a dark world. Comment, "I would follow him," below if this resonated with you. And please, subscribe for more deep, faith-based storytelling and thought-provoking content. Make sure to turn on notifications too, because the message of love, hope, and truth truly never expires. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.